I'm LaShonda Craddock, and this experience is about how to use imaginary letters, to use curiosity to bring excitement to a simple letter. So this is what we're going to do first. The first thing you do before you even begin the lesson is to figure out what type of letter receiving device that you're going to use. You can be as basic or as extravagant as you would like. I'm going to first show you a couple of letter devices that I have used. One I have is just a simple mailbox, a box with a little flag. I have used a Shakerade, my magic Shakerade that had letters in it. I've also had an adventure basket that had packages in it for when we really needed to go somewhere and we had a lot of materials. And I've also had the magic backpack. So anything that you decide to use is your choice. It depends on what your experience will be. So once you have your letter receiving device, you want to have your lesson plan basket really close by. Now remember, what you want to put in this basket is everything that you will need to introduce them into the experience. So remember, the end goal in this experience is what are the key concepts? That is what will be going in here. And then once you have your key concepts, you're going to say, how can I magic school bus my way through this lesson? So remember, whatever it is in your lesson plan basket is a small scale of the experience. And the letter will be what connects the two. Okay, so to begin, you're going to have some type of intro experience. Maybe it's a welcome song, Come to the Circle. In the classes that I'm in, we use the song Jambo that I got from my son's school. And it says, Jambo, 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 Sana, Jambo. That signals to the children that, hey, we're about to begin something. We all need to be paying attention and coming in to the experience. So once we do that, we sing the song, we get everyone involved, they've heard their name call, and they know the experience is about to begin. We need a little transition. So I may say, hey, who's ready for an adventure? Or do we need to see if we have mail or a package today? So once you do that, you have them hooked. They're ready to see what's going on. So now you will choose whichever letter receiving device that you have, and I'm going to do an example with each one of these that I have, and you introduce the letter. Now, to put together the letter, there are some key things that you need to have. The letter needs to have a character. It needs to have a place, some type of intro or review, a request for a help or a challenge. All of those things go into the letter so that the children are looking for the key concepts. The key concepts are the answer to everything that you just went over in the letter. So again, there's a character writing from somewhere. They're introducing the students to something. They're reviewing some concepts. They need some help. They're issuing out a challenge. And then you can begin. So let's go through a few examples. Let's start with the mailbox. So here's an example, an experience that we use with the mailbox. So in this particular one, it said, dear friends, I know it's been a while since you all have visited Adventureland, so I want to invite you to our Irific holiday party that's coming up. We have a lot of people coming, and I wanted to know if you could help us out. We need food, games, and decorations. Can you all send us some things that have the word I sound or have the letter I sound? Thank you so much. See you soon, President of Adventureland. So with this particular experience, we were going over I sounds. So I go back to my lesson plan basket. And with them, we reviewed the letter I. And then the students had to draw all different types of things that started with the letter I. And if they knew how to spell the word, they spelled it out. But if they only could write the letter I, that was fine. So once they did that, we put all of the I sounds back in an envelope and we mailed it off to the president of Adventureland. And for part 2, we even had an Irific party where we sang a song that highlighted words with letter I sound. So fantastic, terrific, Irific. And so we had all of those things. And so that is the use of the lesson plan basket and how that connects to this particular mailbox. Now, if you have a magical instrument, that can have your lesson plan, and it can also have all of the materials that you need. And so this was useful if we did our jumbo. So that was multi-purpose. So for this particular one, this makes it real fun. We had a game time cue. So it wasn't all just work. Sometimes we would actually play games. So out of the magic calabash, as we called it, we would have something called this game time. And for this particular one, we did silly sentences, where we got into a line and we had words and we had to form them into sentences. So that was our game time letter that came to us from the Magic Backpack. Here is a letter that we used. And it says, "Good morning, friends. I'm excited to invite you new explorers to Adventureland. In Adventureland, we help stories come to life through fun activities. Before we begin, we must make sure that you are all ready to travel. The first thing you need to have is your Adventureland notebook. The second thing you needed to have was your clues envelope. And the third thing you needed was your imaginary glasses. I think I have some right here. Here we go. Now it says, the first task today is how to use the clues envelope. And so whatever lesson that you had in store would be in the clues envelope, and you would walk the students through how to use the clues. So that is the link from the letter to the experience. And then lastly, one of my favorite adventures was the adventure basket, where we received packages, not just letters. And so for this particular one, this was a letter from Mrs. Baobab. Mrs. Baobab was having her 1,000th birthday party, and she needed a special celebration dance. So this letter was asking for us to come and visit Mrs. Baobab so that we could help her come up with a dance. And in the basket, she had special gifts for us. So what that letter did was connect us to sequencing. What is the first step of the dance? What is the second step of the dance? What is the third step of the dance? So again, the letters are a very easy way to create curiosity into simple lessons. And that is how we use imaginary letters. Thank you.